Your company knows exactly what you're worth. Not what they're paying you, what you're actually worth. They have the data. HR has a spreadsheet with your name, your current pay, and the market rate for your skills right now. They saw the gap, and they said nothing. Not because they forgot, because staying quiet was the cheaper option. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how this system works, why they'll never fix it voluntarily, and the moves you need to make right now to stop leaving money on the table. This isn't about anger, it's about understanding the game, so you can finally play it smarter. Number 1, the salary benchmarking system they never mention. Every company above a certain size pays for market salary data. There are entire firms that exist solely to collect compensation data across industries and sell it to HR departments. Your company subscribes to this data. Every year, HR pulls a report that shows exactly where your salary sits compared to the market. They call it a compa ratio, a number that tells them whether you're being paid below, at, or above market rate. If your compa ratio is below 1.0, you are underpaid relative to the market, and your HR team knows it before your morning coffee is finished. But here's what they don't do. They don't walk down to your desk and say, "Hey, we noticed you're underpaid. We're going to fix that." That conversation almost never happens. Instead, they file the report, flag it as something to monitor, and move on. You are sitting in a meeting right now, not knowing that somewhere in your company, a spreadsheet exists with your name, your salary, and a number that proves you should be earning more, and nobody is planning to tell you. Number 2, why it is never in their interest to tell you. Here's the cold logic. If your company tells you that you're underpaid, one of two things has to happen. Either they pay you more, which costs them money, or they admit they've been underpaying you and risk you walking out the door immediately. Neither outcome benefits the company, so the easiest path is silence. Think about it from a purely financial perspective. If you don't know you're underpaid, you won't ask for more. If you don't ask for more, the company keeps the difference. Every month you stay underpaid and unaware is money saved on their payroll budget. And it adds up. If you're underpaid by just $10,000 a year and you stay for 5 years without pushing back, that's $50,000 your employer kept that should have been yours. This is not cynicism, this is arithmetic. Companies are not charities. They are optimized to reduce costs, and your salary is a cost. If this is already shifting how you see your paycheck, stop what you're doing and subscribe to this channel right now. Seriously, hit that button. I break down the financial systems that affect your money every single week, and what I'm about to tell you next is something most people never figure out until it's too late. Number 3, the one moment they are forced to pay you. So when does a company finally pay what you're worth? There is one moment, one situation, and it almost always comes too late. When you hand in your resignation. The moment you put a resignation letter on your manager's desk, the entire calculus changes. Suddenly, HR runs a different calculation, the cost of replacing you. Job postings, recruiter fees, interview time, onboarding, the productivity loss while a new hire gets up to speed. Studies consistently show it costs between 50 and 200% of an employee's annual salary to replace them. That number gets presented to leadership, and suddenly a counteroffer appears, a real one, with a real number that actually reflects your market value. The raise they couldn't find before your resignation letter? It was always there. They just needed a reason to release it. This tells you everything you need to know. Your company is not waiting for the right moment to pay you fairly. They are waiting to see how long they can wait. So what do you actually do with this information? Here are 3 ways that work. Number 1, know your number before they do. Find out what people with your title, your skills, and your experience are earning in your market. If there's a gap between that number and your current salary, you have leverage. Use it. Number 2, make them compete for you. The most powerful thing you can do is have a competing offer in hand, not to be disloyal, to be informed. A real offer from another company is the only thing that resets the conversation faster than a resignation letter. It forces your employer to show you what they actually value you at. Number 3, stop waiting for the annual review. Your raise is not going to come from a performance review. It's going to come from you making a deliberate move, negotiating a new offer, changing jobs, or presenting market data and demanding a real conversation. Passive loyalty has a price. You've already been paying it. Subscribe to this channel right now if you're serious about taking control of your financial future. I post every single week on wealth building, salary strategy, and the money systems most people never get taught. This community is full of people who decided to stop waiting for permission to be paid with their worth. Join them. Hit subscribe. Here's the truth nobody in your company will ever say to your face. They are not your financial partner. They are not looking out for your long-term wealth. They are running a business, and your salary is a line item they are incentivized to keep as low as possible for as long as possible. That is not personal, that is just how the system works. Your job is to understand that system, stop expecting fairness to arrive on its own, and start making deliberate decisions that put your financial future first. You now know the data exists. You know why they stay silent. You know when they are finally forced to act. And you know what moves actually work. The only question left is whether you're going to use that knowledge or let it sit there while your compa ratio stays below 1.0 and nobody says a word. Stop waiting for them to do the right thing. Go do it yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.